Buongiorno da Saily, bentornati alle nostre dirette differite. Siamo sul campo di regata A del Mondiale 420. This is a commentary, a live commentary in English, both in English and Italian. I introduce you David Hale, that is the GBR team leader. Thank you, David, to come here to join us for this commentary. It's the very last day of this long World Championship. What's your balance as a team, as an event in general? As an event, it's been eventful. It's very good. The weather has been very changeable. I believe that the conditions here have been very suitable to the Americans, to the USA and to the Spanish. They're doing very well, and France as well. I believe a lot to play for today in the light airs. Things could change. Things could change. Hopefully the wind arrive the last day. 2 races in program, and we have in the B course, that is the course of men and mixed fleet. Other course, the A course, has a woman fleet and the under 17 fleet. Yes. Very open rankings also in the A fleet, in the A course. Italian team is probably under the expectations. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily agree. I think the Italians are very good, and they are very good in the chop, and are very good in the strong weather. So I believe, I think the Italians are doing a great job. I think obviously with the present company in a world championship, sure. I think all the competitors are very, very high level. Yeah. So the gaps between the competitors are very small. Yeah. And I think everyone's expectations are high. We finished this introduction reading the rankings of this B course. We have USA in first position. Yes. Tommy Setzman and Luke Woodward. Yes. With 20 points. Only 20 points, yes. In second position, the French guys, Angie Delers and Timothy Rossi, and with 13 points behind. And in third position, the Spain has a very strong team. Very strong. Alberto Morales and Miguel Betancourt with 37 points, so 17 points from the leader. 17 points from top to bottom. It's all to play for. The podium could still change today. It's all up for grabs. First Italian are in 10th position in the top 10. Sono Federico Riccardo Figlia di Granara, Circolo del Remo della Vela Italia. Have 74 punti. 74, probably too much to get a podium, but we'll see. Yeah, but it's still possible to make big gains today. A lot is depending on the discards, what discards other teams have. So position changes are very possible. For sure. So hopefully the wind is coming. Hopefully. A tra poco. David, as any respectful team leader, you have your son racing in this World Championship. So could you present Oliver? Present us, Oliver. Yes, of course I can. I'm very proud to introduce Oliver and Tom. And Tom. This is their first world event. Okay. So a question first of all, have you enjoyed your first event, and also what are your aspirations looking forward? Oliver.
Yeah, it's been a really great fun event. I think there's been lots of learning points from it. We're hoping that we can take them back to the UK to hopefully progress up the fleet a bit more.
Nice. How old are you?
16.
16. How and where you start sailing?
So I started sailing at Pool when I was about 8 in a Optimist. Then moved on to a Topper.
Optimist and then Topper. Tom, and you?
So I started sailing when I was about 11, in a little Topper. Did a bit of Optimist stuff as well, but didn't race very much until Toppers, and then started sailing here with 420.
Your body seems okay to be crew on 420. Yes. Do you like 420?
Yes, yeah. I like the symmetric kite a lot more than the asymmetric on other boats, and obviously planing upwind is really good fun.
What about sailing for other guys like your same age? When you go to school and you tell them how sailing is and how beautiful it is, it's easy to convince them to join the sailing sport?
I think they see sort of like the exciting images of when it's windy, and they look at that and they find that really exciting. And also we go to these lovely places. We go sailing on the sea, and it's much nicer than just being sat inside, sort of playing on the computer and stuff.
Oliver, for you is the same?
Yeah, well, it's nice to be out in fresh air, especially in hot Italy. It's a bit different to the UK. Yeah, I think, as Tom said, people like the look of going quickly on the sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will be also for the European in Formia next week, no?
No. Next year. Next event for these guys is the Junior Nationals in the UK.
Okay.
So it's home and more training in home waters to prepare for the event, to try to climb up the ladder in the United Kingdom.
And I think the experience of the World Championship will be precious for the National Youth Championship. No? Okay, Oliver, Tom, fair winds. See you later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
David, we're still waiting for the wind. This is the second contribute for this live coverage. The wind is still in 3-4 knots, no more, unfortunately.
Yes.
We'll wait again and we'll see what's happening.
Yes, it's a shame that the southwesterly wind hasn't come in as predicted, and it's not looking as promising right now as it could be. But we'll still keep our fingers crossed and hope that we can get a couple of races in.
Always. There is also even a strange big waves on the race course. We don't understand how.
No, this random swell is very difficult, and also for these dinghies that are very small, it's very difficult for them to cope with these seas, especially in very light airs. They can't move very well in these big seas. So if we get a race going, I think it's going to be very, very interesting.
Interesting. Okay, stay with us. Wait for the wind. The American boat, US boats, 57002. They are the leaders with the yellow shirt, jersey, and David 2:40 in the afternoon. It means that in 20 minutes there will be time limit to give the start of one race of this last day of the championship. We are waiting a lot. Now there are around 5 knots, perhaps. What are your expectations?
I think we're chasing a ghost at the moment. I don't believe that the wind will probably come to enough to make a race. I think it's a last chance, but I don't think it will the outcome will be affected.
Something is moving around us. The committee boat has starting to move some marks. This is a gate, the internal gate. There are 2 gates, and the rib with the orange flag that is the pin for the starting line is moving in the right direction with this wind. Always 190 degrees. Many of the locals continues to say that it's not the right wind, but obviously it's a mixed emotion now at the end of a long championship. Who are looking for another or more races to get the point, to change the rankings, hope to race. Who is the lead? Obviously, the leader obviously wait for the abandon, and so we are waiting for some news. What is the spirit? As you remember when you was a sailor, no?
I think that every opportunity's got to be given to all the competitors to try to have the opportunity to move forward. So the last race is at 3 o'clock, the last warning. So I think the race committee are doing a good job in trying to set up, in case any breeze comes in, for an opportunity to finish the regatta with the correct fashion, so that we could potentially get another race. Things could change, and I think it's really good that they're giving that opportunity. I think it's been a fantastic regatta, and I think I think they've done a sterling job in creating very, very level competition, which is really good. And they're showing again that they're trying to do that to the last moment, which is
obviously,
which is good.
It's not a question. It's not a matter to do a race in any case. The race have to be fair, have to be with the minimum of wind. With the racing rules, so 6 knots is the minimum. If there are not 6 knots, no race should be started. Obviously, it's also a mix of expectation from the crew. I saw a couple of coaches with ribs already with the line trailing their boats,
ready to turn.
So, thinking to be the first to come back. Now is the last day. The last day is also big operation in shore with trailers to. Anyway, a lot of job for you too. They have to start to leave for England. You will start tonight. You mean?
Yes, we'll start to pack away tonight and to take the long journey back. I think it's also important to stress that the regatta's had strong winds and the regatta's had light winds. And I think what's really good is that they're trying, even to the last moment, to give an opportunity, which, as you said yourself, gives fairness across the course.
Yes.
So maybe not just the competitors that are good in strong winds, but some people have trained in lighter airs, and I think it's been a fantastic regatta, and it's great to see so many boats, over 200 boats here, so very
just
good.
To remember, one other thing that we heard talking by radio with the other committee boat in the A course for under 17 and woman fleet is that they decided, in case of abandon of the race before the time limit, but now is 15 minutes before, they will decide together, contemporary, so they will announce the same decision together by radio to all the competitors. So we are waiting also for this chance, but repeat, we have 15 minutes perhaps, so they wait really until the last minute, the real last minute.
Yes.
Would you remember the first 3 here in the big course of men and mixed fleet? USA, Tommy Seitzman and Luke Woodward are the first, 20 points. The second, the French, Angie Delers and Timothy Rossi, and then the Spanish Alberto Morales and Miguel Betancourt. Instead, the other, it's important to consider, please.
With only 17 points between them, so even at this late time, it would only have taken one race. So the people, the Spanish, for instance, even to the last moment, they're hoping, they're hanging on to the chance that they could get one more race, and it could make some difference.
Yeah, could. It's true. It's what's happened the last day in Riva del Garda for the Optimist Award.
Yes.
In the last regatta, in the first turn, the American guy was well ahead of the Brazilian. In the last turn, in the last round, the last leg, the Brazilian catch up again, lots of position, arrive a few boats behind the Americans and get to the title. So in the other fleet, the under 17, again USA in the lead with Freddie Parkin and Thomas Widden. Tom is the grandson of Tom Widden. We interviewed this morning, great personage here in Sanremo. And then second and third, 2 Spanish crew.
Yes.
Maria Purello and Marta Cardona. This is 2 women, under 17 but women. And in third position, Mark Meschida and Ramon Jaum. The Italians are 6, Gabriele Venturino and Filippo Vulcanile in 6th position. Ring the phone, perhaps we'll get some news from the other race course. From the woman, again USA in the lead. We are really close to a big announcement. 3 420 titles, world title, 2021. Goes to United States,
hanging in the balance, and it's going to be a brilliant day for the USA. It's looking like their regatta, isn't it?
Really, absolutely.
And
still here in the woman, second place for Spanish, Neus Ballester and Andrea Perello, and third France, Apolline Benoit e Ambre Monnier. First Italian, Arianna Giargia, Silvia Galluppo, 8th position. So, wait again, news, abandon.
3 meno 10. 7 minuti.
They decide at 10 minutes before 3 o'clock.
Yes, to make a final announcement.
There will be a final announcement. So, aspettiamo e vediamo cosa succede. Mancano 7 minuti. David, we are just in front of those guys with the yellow jersey that does the two USA guys in really close to won the World Championship. Really close. There are expectation growing. Many bots around the two training bots with them.
Absolutely, and to be fair, it has to be said that their victory has been very unanimous. It's been yesterday they had 3 wins back to back, and such consistency, is very deserving of a world championship. And this makes the difference between the average sailor and people that will win repeatedly. And so it has to be said they have done amazingly well.
Yes, absolutely, it's true. There are one mark with Frecciarossa sponsor Trenitalia. Frecciarossa is the high-speed train in Italy. It's the first time Frecciarossa sponsor a sailing regatta, and also with the Italian Sailing Federation we are talking with the Frecciarossa and Trenitalia company to have many other sponsorship with the other regatta, even in the Olympic class. Always more boat together again around Tommy and Luke.
Yes.
Sail to Design, Tommy Sitzman, Luke Woodworth. For sure, Angie Delerz, the French one and the Spanish one, the second and third, will be now happy. But as you said before, the championship has been long and has been various, and they demonstrate to deserve this title. We wait because obviously it's 2 minutes. We are 5 minutes before. No, 10 minutes now before 3 o'clock, the time limit, and then we are waiting because we wait to congratulate with them if it's possible. Also speak with them, and many boats are preparing the lines to be trailed by the ribs and come back at home.
What is also really nice to see is the camaraderie between nations. There are people from all different parts of the world that are coming over to congratulate the Americans, and that's really good.
And the first one is the French. You saw the French 5, 6, 9, 8, 4.
Yes.
Even there are looking around for congratulate. Yesterday the Optimist Awards, the big hugs between the two guys.
Absolutely, and it's just such a great sport, and it's, as you mentioned before, with the sponsorship, it's really good that sailing is still being looked at seriously, and these events have got such great kudos, and that we're moving forward. Many of these people, even the people in, as we've spoken about, many of the people second and third place within 17 points, it's really nice that they are so close. It's great competition.
Yes.
Looks very close.
AP over A. Now is the moment.
Very good.
We are live and commentating the big hug between the two guys, Tommy and Luke. United States have won 3 world titles in 420 class 2021 in Sanremo, in men and mixed class with those guys 57002. And in the woman fleet, and even in the under 17 fleet. It's amazing success for the Stars and Stripes team. The guys.
I think there's an element of relief now that the AP over A has been put up, and Thomas and Luke, they look elated. Look at them, they're happy. And they've worked so hard for it, and that's really good. They're not sailing on their own waters, so it's a big achievement.
Yeah, David, one can expect that 17 years old you won a world championship in your favorite sport, and you fell down in the water. You have mega coffee. Instead, they seems
Hey,
It was the coach. The coach was.
I think the coach is having his own fun, and he's making a podium.
Yes.
He's making a podium for them all to stand. How is that? Is that not?
The third one?
Hey,
The Spanish are the third one. They congratulate now with the red jersey.
So good.
Nice, very nice, very nice, fantastic. Next year the World Championship 420 class will be in Turkey, Bodrum, Si va in Turchia il prossimo anno. Intanto però now is the moment for US to be really happy. It's a moment, it's important moment. In the comment we did in the previous days, we were talking about the US. It's many years that the US not have important results in this class, no?
Yes,
and even in another class, but
absolutely, and the Europeans have been so dominant. It's a good thing for sailing.
And now is the flag arrived the flag.
Yes. Here we go. Here's the Stars and Stripes flag. They're very proud. It's always a proud moment for any competitor to represent their country and to do so well. So Tom and Luke are looking brilliant. Here we go.
They turn around. They turn for us.
It's the right now. It's the right going the right way round. Hey,
bravo!
And that's bravo. Very good. Very good. Very proud. And the others should still be proud also. The Spanish and the French. They should be happy of their moments.
In fact, in the right, Eugenio Catalani with on the right there are French team that is anyway congratulate them for the second place for a big championship for them too.
Yes.
Fantastic conclusion. We probably will have some footage, some images also of the other race course and try to put the image of the race course A, quindi from woman. This is the Spanish, the third one. Also the Spanish are.
They are having a great time. They're doing the same thing. Yep.
It's nice. The sport is very nice.
It's so good to see that again the camaraderie between the nations is fantastic.
Yes. The camaraderie is fantastic. It was a live commentary, a little strange. You know. Thank you for following us to join us. But we obviously Bella, nice. This jump on the water for all the French team. They are very close. They pass the border and arrive at home here in Sanremo. Big fest also for the Spanish and the Americans. It's a nice moment. I was telling that perhaps you can see now the images we get from the A course. So the other two titles for US in the woman and in the under 17, Vanessa Larkramp and Catherine McNamara, USA 56364 are the woman world champion 2021 here in Sanremo, and the second one is Spanish, Neus Ballester and Andrea Perello, first under 19. And the third, the French, Apollon Benoit and Ambre Monnier. So this is the ranking of the woman fleet. And the last one is the under 17 fleet. Again, USA number 56345. USA team are coming here without boats. They rent a boat from Notivela and use this boat in Italy. The world champion under 17 is Freddy Parkin, Thomas Whedon. Second, Spanish, Maria Perello, Marta Cardona. And third, Marc Mesquida and Ramon Jaum, again Spanish. So we finish this live commentary with David, the team leader of GBR Team. I wish you a very nice journey back to England and a nice final of Euro 2020 soccer between Italy and England.
Yes,
Good luck for both of us.
Fantastic.
But the most important is the spirit of sailing sport, the spirit of these teenager sailors, 400 teenager sailors between 12 and 18 years old that meet here in Sanremo for this World Championship. Fantastic moment of sport in this moment, in this pandemics. we need really to live this moment.
Fantastic. It's been brilliant. Congratulations again to the USA. The USA are not sailing in these waters all the time, and so they've really done well. So it's a really great thing that they've done. And thank you for having me and allowing me to come and share the celebrations. It's been a wonderful event.
Fantastic. Was the last jump on the water. Thank you, David. You stay with us because Saily TV is the home of sailing. Saily, la casa della vela. Ciao, alla prossima. Ciao.